Hello, my name is Brad Pendleton with Pendleton Associates. We're the New England representative for Turbomax Instantaneous hot water heaters. We're here in Quincy, Massachusetts on top of Neponset Landing. This is a 10-story, 280 unit apartment building. To the right of me is the boiler room. Let's have a walk inside and look further at the application. We're in the boiler room now. On this side of the boiler room, we have two Turbomax T109 ASME heat exchangers. On this side of the boiler room, we have three KN6 boilers from Hydrotherm. Behind the KN6 boilers is an 1,100 gallon Rico storage tank that's just 3 years old. One of the things that we find in certain applications like this one is that the existing property management company did not want to get rid of the Rico storage tank, so we had to design around that. This particular application could have been handled with three Turbomax T109 ASMEs and the 1.8 million BTUs that have been installed behind me. Instead of doing that, we're making hot water here in the Turbomax, storing it in the Rico storage tank. When that Rico storage tank fails, what we'll do is we'll add a third Turbomax T109. You'll notice that there are tappings above me off these two ball valves that give us the ability to instantly add a third Turbomax, and then we'll be able to handle the domestic water needs of this 280 unit apartment building just with the three T109As, and the storage tank will go away. If you come with me, we're going to walk to the back of the boiler room here. I'm standing on the pad where the old boiler used to exist. What was here was a 2.3 million BTU Raypack high delta hot water heating boiler where domestic water was introduced. It was heated through a heat exchanger and then ultimately stored in the Rico storage tank. That has gone away. We've replaced that with the three KN6 boilers and the two Turbomax heat exchangers. Before we leave this area, what you notice here, this is our aquastat that's sensing internal tank temperature. When the aquastat notices that the tank temperature is dropped, creates a call, fires the boilers, boilers fire, pumps start to run, water that's heated in the boilers travels across the ceiling, gets introduced into these two Turbomax top tappings. These are injector tappings. As the pump is running, what we're doing is we're creating a stirring motion around the outside of the 9 50-foot coils that are in each tank. It's picked up by this collector tapping, and then the water then travels back to the boiler. This is cold water inlet. Through this tapping, water gets introduced here, introduced to the inside of the copper coil. Again, 9 50-foot coils, travels from this point to this point in 7 seconds. Water then travels across the ceiling and then is stored in the Rico 1,100 gallon storage tank. One of the neat things about this application is the old boiler technology was an 82 to an 84% sort of an efficiency on the boiler. What we have now are, again, the three KN6s, 94% efficient, modulating, condensing boilers. These are cast iron section condensing boilers. It's a neat product because it doesn't require any kind of fancy piping layout because there's very little pressure drop across the boiler sections. It's a modulating condensing technology. When the boilers fire, they don't fire at 100% or 50%. They come up from a very small percentage till they finally meet the total load that's being placed upon them. They look at that load and then they slowly modulate back down until the total load's been addressed. As they pump water over through Turbomax, Turbomax is flash heating the water that gets stored in the storage tank. Most of the load is on the storage tank, so Turbomax is just sitting off to the side making that heat to satisfy the needs of the storage tank. My name is Brad Pendleton from Pendleton Associates. Thank you for touring the Neponset Landing boiler room featuring Turbomax Instantaneous hot water heaters the KN6 from Hydrotherm, and domestic hot water storage. Please call on us for your next water heater replacement or boiler room redesign. Let us show you the way to operational efficiency, savings, and customer satisfaction. Thank you.